Welcome back. Apologies, I had to turn the stream off there. The signal was buffering like hell on that bus. It wasn't the best, if I'm being honest. But I'm in Stirling now. I think it's maybe about 15 minutes behind schedule, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, so we'll have a little chit chat. If you want to talk about, want to ask me anything, feel free, I don't mind. As my connecting bus is at 6:25, I'll only be keeping the stream running till 6:20 though. And then we'll have another little chat later on. Once I've spoken to Aaron and got some more of the backup routes planned. So, how's everyone doing tonight? Apologies I couldn't talk too much on the bus. It was a little bit busy. That's a 385 sitting over there. I thought when I saw the green bits above the doors for a second it was 170 and 407. But that's doing Edinburgh to Leven runs today. Regular viewers to the channel will know that that's one of the trains that Aaron's been trying to get on for quite some time, and it seems to follow him around every time as if to say, hey, you're not getting to jump on me, but I'll turn up wherever you're doing train spotting. I like to wind him up a little bit about that. I like to call it his wee pal, you know. I like to do that. So yeah, we've got a few streams coming, well, maybe not streams, but routes coming up over the next week or two. Potentially got a good one coming up next week for you. I haven't checked the timetable yet, so I don't know if it's going to be doable, but we might be doing 500 from Dumfries to Stranraer. I want to do that before the depot closes. And I also want to finish off with 79 from Carlisle to Dumfries. Don't think we'll get them both on the same day, I highly doubt it. So, how's everyone doing this evening? As I said, I'll be keeping the stream going until 6:20. And we'll just, whatever you want to talk about, want to ask me anything, ask, I'm all ears. I couldn't really talk much on the X36, unfortunately. That's SN15LKC. That's the second bus I've seen. It's got that advert for Harry Sketchers on it. Sterling Mills Outlet in Tillicutry. Been there quite a few times actually. That's 8055 for those of you that like to look at the fleet numbers. Oh dear God. We have got a pile of dog puke leaving the bus station in the shape of 0461. Sorry busboy, I know you like that one, mate. On the 59th calendar, SN650JM. Or is it that one that he likes? Robin says hi, hope you're doing okay, mate. Hope you're doing good. Sorry, Roland says hi. I beg your pardon. I misread that. I thought your name was Robin. You have the same without the totals. And Arthur says hi. Jack plays Fortnite says hi. Don't know what Roland means, but alright. That's YX62BFU 8968 on 38 to Falkirk. To the longest time. I haven't a clue what you're talking about, mate, but I'm sure you know what you're talking about, because I don't. 8947 there on the X36 to Glasgow. In fact, that's 8055 packed up down there. SN15LKC. Thanks for subscribing, Jack. Appreciate that, mate. Right. I'm sorry, Roland, I'm going to end up putting you on timeout because you're not making any sense. I'm gonna have to start doing that. If someone isn't making sense, I'm gonna have to start putting them in timeout. It's not something I want to do, but if it's going to affect the channel or affect my other subscribers, then I will put them in timeout. Right, so Jack says I liked as well. Thank you, it's much appreciated. Right, so going forward, next week I'm going to try and get down to Dumfries for the 500 to Stranraer, but we'll see how that goes because I know the timetable isn't exactly the most cooperative. X74 I think to Dumfries is going to be the only transport from Glasgow, because if I go down to Stranraer on the 923 it doesn't really tie in too well with the connections to Dumfries on the 500. So probably not going to be the best option to do that. Like Elite sitting down there going to Perth, that would have been my transport if I'd waited for the next M8, which is what I was going to do from Cumbernauld, but I just thought, you know what, take the X36, do a little live stream, 15-20 minutes, why not? I wasn't planning to do this when I left the house this morning, but I thought, why not? We might do one at some point tomorrow, possibly, but we'll see. It'll depend on what time I've got. We're off to Fort William tomorrow for the 918 to Oban. I'm going to try and get up to Oban, do some spotting, and make a start on the 975, 76 and 77s again. I'm thinking about that maybe a week on Saturday. In fact, let's go with that. So that's confirmed, one of the 975, 76 or 77 a week on Saturday. Either one way or both ways, I don't know. I need to look at that and see what's possible. So, yeah, not really much going on here at the moment, if I'm being honest. As I said, we'll keep the stream going, well, still a couple of minutes yet, 5 minutes. I get my connection home at 6:25, and then I've got a video call with Harden, as I said, and then I'll come back on another live later on tonight. Let you know how it went, whether it's on my phone or my tablet, doesn't really matter. The videos from yesterday, the 70, what am I talking about? Oh, that's SN17NTY there, and that was the Evitor I got to work this morning. Well, hopefully I should see that leaving. That video is actually doing quite well on the channel, and I'm quite pleased with that. Maybe we could do a full route someday on an Evitor, that'd be nice. What was I going to say now? Forgot. Yeah, the routes from yesterday. The number 8 from Stonehaven to Aberdeen and the 107 controls to Stonehaven and back. That's them finished now. They're ready to go on the channel. I'm just processing them on my phone and my tablet. They're both working to get that sorted. I'll have to get them online soon because I need the space on my tablet for the 918 tomorrow. There's the Evitor down there just pulling in. Hopefully we'll capture it leaving. Although it was pretty full earlier on when I went to get on it. But I think I was probably lucky to get a seat actually. I reckon I was quite lucky. Well, the weather's to get a little warmer over the next few days. It's about 21 degrees here at the moment, I reckon. They're saying that on Friday, Saturday, it could be up to 28, maybe 29 Celsius. So, yes, it's going to get warmer. But we're first week in July, what can we expect? By the time we're having a decent summer. Well, I say we're having a decent summer, it's not been too bad this year. We've had a few days of rain, but we can tolerate that. Hunter Scotches with their Azar I6. That's S72HNR passing on the M8 to Perth, or terminating at Perth. I can kind of see why Arden likes getting the M8 from Glasgow to Dundee, even though it's a long one. He prefers the quieter routes. Karma says good evening, sir. Good evening to you too, sir. Now we want to see the Evator leaving. Evator, whatever you call it. I was just thinking what I fancy for dinner tonight. I've now got a notion for something nice. I've got a pork pie in my bag down there. Might get some frozen chips. Maybe a tin of peas or a tin of beans. I'll just have those. But you know what I fancy for a pudding? Bananas and custard. Except I don't have any bananas, I don't have any custard. But I can pop into my local shop and get some. I just fancy that tonight. I've actually, a friend of mine from Dundee, well, Arden actually, someone that we both know, has just told us about an accident involving an Explore Dundee bus. It was 8979. I think it was on the 17th, I think it was last week it happened. It crashed into a hedge or a bush or something, but I'm not going to upload the pictures onto the channel because we don't do crashes or that on this channel. It's not what this channel is about, but it's not nice, and hopefully if anyone was on board, hopefully they're not injured. Hopefully no one was hurt. The bus can always be repaired or replaced. I think that's the Evator reverse night now. I thought I could hear some beeps. Oh, hang on. We're obviously getting the buses swapped over. SN5LKC is going to be my transport to back home. Okay, that was a pleasant surprise. I wasn't expecting to see that. Okay, well as it's about to load up now folks, I'm going to end the stream now. Sorry we didn't see the Evator leaving. But I shall be back on later on once I've spoken to Arden. And we've discussed a few other... Oh, hang on, we'll get the Evator leaving. It's just going now, LSK 821. And with that, I shall say cheerio for now, and I'll be back on for a little chit chat with you later on tonight. It might be quite late, but we'll do a little short one later on tonight.